Please.
Gentlemen, I would like to welcome you all to the launch of the Tree for Life for the Restoration Initiative. On behalf of the organizers, I say a very thank you to you all for making time of your busy schedule to be part of this wonderful program. Abusiafo, without wasting my time, we are calling on our own Reverend Paul Opoku, Christian, the head pastor of Assemblies of God in Yinehini District, Reverend Paul Opoku, to come and give us the opening prayers. With a round of applause, let's welcome Reverend Paul Opoku.
Father, beloved, we thank you this morning for such a wonderful day you have given unto us. It's by your grace. That's why we've all come here to discuss about our land. You come and take your seat and give us wisdom, understanding, and whatever we do here, we will come out with a great joy. I pray for the president of the land. I pray that, Lord, you continue to give him strength. You continue to give him power to lead. I continue to pray for all the organizers of the program. And it is my prayer that by the end of this program, we want to see fruitfulness in what we have done here. Thank you for answering prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
We are calling our own, the father of the region. This man has been an MP, aspiring MP before the people of Mampong. He was Lu's president. He was once regional secretary of National Democratic Congress. And now he is the affable, the eloquent, the hard-working, the action man, the doctor himself. Without wasting my time, with a round of applause, let's welcome on stage our own regional minister, Dr. Frank Amuakuhine, to come and give us the welcome address.
Mahama, the Honorable Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, directors of the FAO representatives, ministers present, my able Rotary Minister, I can see you here, the Deputy Agri Minister, I can see you, Deputy Defense Minister, I can see you, members of Parliament present, Nananum Municipal and District Chief, Coordinating Director present, Head of the institution, students and teachers present here, the distinguished invited guests, the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor for me to be given this unique opportunity to welcome His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana to the Ashanti region and for that matter the Garden City. To be precise, you are here in the Chima Mobieda municipality in Carrier to be precise, and to participate in the launch of the Tree for Life Reforestation initiative in commemoration of the International Day of Forest as well. I am deeply grateful to the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources and the Planning Committee for selecting Ashanti region for the launch of this important initiative. I believe the selection of this region is not because we have the most degraded environment, but I believe that it is because we have a very rich and enviable cultural heritage and a rich natural resources which needs to be protected and preserved. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, we in the Ashanti region can really boast of natural resources such as the Lake Bosonoke or Wabi Wildlife Sanctuary, the Butterfly Sanctuary, Mampos, Cap, Kumasi Zoo, the Forest Reserve, which have rich biodiversity and other tourist sites. These, as I have mentioned above, needs to be protected for this generation and the generation unborn. What is most challenging for us as a region is how we will be able to ensure that we do not lose these rich resources and their functions which are critical for the survival and our sustenance. To further this mission, the region seeks to partner with the Forestry Commission to provide quality seedlings for tree planting and also for city and for home beautification. This will not only restore the green cover but also reaffirm Kumasi's legacy as the Garden City of West Africa and beyond. Mr. President, as you are aware, the rate of our forest degradation is increasing faster than we can imagine. Fortunately, the agents of degradation are all man-made. They are illegal mining, galamsey, bushfires, agricultural activities, hunting, excessive timber logging by both legal and illegal chainsaw operators, and excessive fuel wood harvesting, especially in the rural areas. Your Excellency, in order to address these problems, we all need to do what we all need to do as a people is to make conscious effort to change our attitude and adopt behaviors that will ensure a sustainable management of these resources. Beyond protecting the forest, Mr. President, Your Excellency and the Minister for Land and Natural Resources, we seek to encourage homes together with the Parks and Gardens and that department, so they will be able to keep laws and also be able to plant these trees that will beautify their homes. So that next year, if we are gathered here, we will be able to even award individuals who have personalized this project and have been able to nurture their trees in their homes in order to encourage more people to do that. As I am ending, I hope you all enjoyed this short stay at the Carrier municipality, and I encourage you to take advantage of the visit of His Excellency the President to learn also about the rich culture of the people of Carrier and Ashanti region for that matter. Mr. President, before I end, let me take this opportunity to also sympathize with our traders who this morning their properties got gutted by fire. As we speak now, the National Fire Service Director and his team are here as reinforcement to ensure that we take control over the PZ fire outbreak that occurred this morning. With this said, I will thank you all for your kind attention and also take this opportunity to introduce the President of the land. He has been a very loved son, has paid his dues at all levels, He has served as an assembly member before, as a member of parliament, as a deputy communications minister, as a communications minister, as vice president, and as president of the Republic of Ghana between 2012 and 2016. In a very rare opportunity, he has had the opportunity again to ascend to the highest office of the President of the Republic of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who needs no introduction, His Excellency John Kwame Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, here in our midst to grace this very occasion. With this said, I want to thank you all for your kind attention.
Ofa yedruso no enidie yempanimfo a yetonsa efremu yebepese yebema mo special acknowledgement. Yensa mbre no ye hyasie e de free Honorable Eko Penny Ochre Ediamoa, the Central Regional Minister. Let's give him a hand of applause for representing this magnanimous occasion. We have in the person of the Director of Administrator, he is the rep for the Upper West Regional Minister, Dennis M. Bayo. Let's give him a huge round of applause. We have the Honorable Minister for Bono Region. He is in the person of Honorable Francis Owusu Enchi. Yafa Mbokese Enchiano. We have the Bono Regional Minister in the person of Honorable Joseph Ade. Let's give him a huge round of applause for gracing this magnanimous occasion. We have the Honorable Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. He's also the Member of Parliament for Bale Bamboy, Honorable Yusuf Suleiman. Let's give him a hand of applause. Ebosiafo, yes, also Ebo, Dr. Hugh Brown, the Chief Executive for Forestry Commission. Let's give a hand of applause. We have the Chief Executive Officer for Minerals Commission, Mr. Martin Kweku Aisi Yem Tem Enchiano. We have my very own boss, the indefatigable Elikem Kotoko, a Deputy CEO for Forestry Commission. Let's respectfully acknowledge the presence of the clergy, directors and staff of Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, the executive management team and staff of the Forestry Commission. Please, let's give them a huge round of applause. The members of the media present. In fact, we've been doing this with you for a very long time. You never hesitate in gracing occasion anytime you are being invited. So kindly, let's give them a hand of applause. Media, thank you. We have the heads of various security officers in the Akimawabeja South Municipal. Let's give them a hand of applause. Nananom traditional authorities, Yamama Kwaba. Let's give them a huge round of applause. This occasion wouldn't have been effective without their presence. And then we invited some schools within this municipality. We have the Nkaria Senior High Technical. It's just behind us. And then we have Tuase Senior High. In Pasetia Senior High, I'm not seeing you. We have Yasantua Girls Senior High. We have Osei Tutu Senior High. Osei Tutu for Moahe. Kumasi Girls Senior High. In Career Experimental. Kufuor MA JSS. I understand this occasion is being held at Kufuor Park. So it's very important to acknowledge Kufuor MA JHS. We have Barakese Senior High. We have Tuase MA Basic School. We have St. Paul's Anglican DHS. We have St. Peter's RC DHS. We have St. Justin's Anglican DHS. Please, as and when the dignitaries arrive, the introductions will be done. He is being known by his goodwill in Parliament. He is the Honorable Member of Parliament for Elembele Constituency. He is in the person of Honorable Ama Kofi Boa. Let's give him a huge round of applause. We have my very own boss, Honorable Felix Ofosu Kwache, the Edumarua, Eba Communications. Honorable Felix Ofosu Kwache, Minister for Government Communications. Let's give him a hand of applause. Thank you. I respectfully invite my co-MC to continue from where I left.
For Mr. President, Ghana, man penyini, ye penyin for ne ye aswa for, na nanom ahema ne ahenia, ma fomontoma edieshia na ma wo aho fe adeti, na nanom sapre baby a yedru no, ye fre ye ni ayadie nyina, ye ni aye mame, ye ni ayadie nyina wo Achima Unwabiecha North, Member of Parliament, Yenia Yemame, Honorable Saliche, I'm on also the Nano December, our war Emma and Netta, Yampa, Choir, any new Hopino, or also the Nano December. Mommy, I find somebody the day, and Shaya Diana, Honorable Sally Che,
the Honorable Chief of Staff, the Ashanti Regional Minister, Ministers of State, Nananum, Ahemanum, traditional rulers, all here present, you are duly acknowledged. Fellow citizens, Achuman Webieja South constituents, I'm truly humbled to stand before you and to be the host for this laudable project. We would like to thank the President for bringing this initiative here. We know our green cover is of importance to us, and this project, which is aimed at reforestation and bringing back our green cover, is one that is very laudable. I would like to stand here and ask my constituents to all rally behind the President and help him to achieve what he wants to achieve with this, because we know how illegal mining and galamsey has deeply...
Ofa yedru so no ehun be hia se ye betonsa e dia frɛ ye panyin bi a wo free eye abrochimemu aba bedu Ghana enam dwumedie kɛse a ekoso ewa ha. Without hesitation, we would like to introduce the FAO Assistant Director General and Regional Representative for Africa, Dr. Abebehe Gabriel, on the International Day of Forests. What we need to know is, and then an International Day of Forests, and then Anna internationally, senior year for whom some city a choir befaswa yabede yabe ebo home by no. And then Anna acknowledges our day no. enti yen semre no mo man find say mo kese any dede yo enhia eye Dr. Abebe Health Gabriel.
Honorable Emmanuel Arma Kofi Bois, Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. Honorable Dr. Frank Amakohene, Ashanti Regional Ministers. Dr. Honorable Alhaji Yusuf Suleiman, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, it's my honor to join you today as we mark the International Day of Forests this year, 2025, and celebrate the launch of Ghana's visionary initiative, the Tree for Life Restoration. This occasion reaffirms Ghana's commitment to forest conservation and restoration and reminds us of the urgent need for collective action to safeguard our forests for present and future generations. This year's theme for the International Day of Forests is Forests and Food, highlights the indispensable connection between forests and our agri-food systems. Forests are an important source of food security and nutrition. Forests and trees provide a rich source of nuts, fruits, seeds, roots, tubers, leaves, mushrooms, honey, wild meat, and insects, among others, ensuring essential nutrients in our diets. Forests are a source of biodiversity and a lifeline for millions who depend on them for food, fuel, medicine, water, employment, and livelihoods. Forests and trees also provide critical income sources for rural households, particularly for the most vulnerable communities and during times of crisis. In several African countries, forest-based sectors contribute up to 6% of national GDP, largely through informal markets. For instance, close to 1 million people in Africa are formally employed in wood fuel production, though the forestry sector informally supports the livelihoods of millions in urban and rural areas. Forests regulate water cycles. As we stand in this green space today, let's remind ourselves of the vital role forests play in ensuring water security, fundamental to life and agriculture. Forest watersheds supply over 85% of the world's major cities with fresh water, while sustainable forest management enhances water quality for more than 1.7 billion people globally. Protecting forests is not only strengthens rural economies and food systems, but also contributes significantly to improve soil fertility, shelter pollinators, and contribute to climate resilience, safeguarding essential ecosystem services. Ghana is blessed with rich forest resources, and today we celebrate the launch of the Tree for Life Restoration Initiative, a bold and timely effort by the government of Ghana to restore degraded landscapes, promote sustainable forest management, and transform these areas into ecologically productive landscapes. These initiatives align with African and global commitments, including the African Forest and Landscape Restoration Initiative, the United Nations Decade on Ecosystem Restoration, and the Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework target, which aims to restore at least 30% of degraded ecosystems by 2030. As a trusted partner of Ghana, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, is proud to support national efforts in forest restoration and sustainable development. Our support includes promoting restoration initiatives through the African Forest and Landscape Restoration and RED Plus program, strengthening forest governance to combat illegal logging and land degradation, supporting non-timber forest products such as honey, shea, wild meat, mushrooms, and medicinal plants, promoting climate-smart cocoa agroforestry systems to enhance productivity while preserving biodiversity, and capacity development for youth, women, and smallholder farmers, including business incubation and value chain support. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, restoration is more than just tree planting. It involves ecosystem restoration and rehabilitation, empowering communities and building a future. The Ghana Tree for Life Restoration Initiative represents a national commitment to this vision. It's important that Ghana has taken significant steps. The road ahead requires sustained commitment, innovative approaches. Our life is scaling up reforestation and agroforestry. We need to integrate tree planting initiatives into agricultural landscapes, ensuring that reforestation efforts contribute food security and climate resilience. Secondly, is about strengthening law enforcement and governance. Combating illegal logging, land conversion requires stronger regulatory mechanisms, enforcement capacity, and community involvement. Third is leveraging technology for monitoring and accountability. Remote sensing, geospatial planning, mapping, and digital monitoring tools should be mainstreamed to enhance forest governance. Fourth is about enhancing public-private partnerships. Engaging the private sector in sustainable forest practices and green investments will be critical in ensuring long-term sustainability. Last but not least is community engagement and youth involvement. Forest restoration must be a people-centered effort with strong involvement from youth, women, and indigenous groups who depend on forest resources. For gentlemen, forests are the backbone of sustainable development. As we celebrate this year's International Day of Forests and the launch of the Tree for Life Restoration Initiative, let's commit ourselves to a future where our forests thrive, our ecosystems are resilient, and our people prosper. The journey ahead requires unwavering dedication, but together we can turn the tide of deforestation into an era of restoration and sustainability. As FAO celebrates its 80th anniversary this year, we reaffirm our commitment to supporting Ghana's journey towards a more efficient, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable agri-food future. Let's invest in our forests, our people, and our planet. Let's grow forests for life. FAO stands ready to support Ghana in this critical endeavor, and I look forward to continued collaboration as we work towards a greener and more sustainable future. I thank you.
Representative was to the second, and colleague ministers. I have my Deputy Minister, Honorable Suleiman Yusuf, also here. The Assistant Director General of the FAO and reps of For Africa, the Honorable Ashanti Regional Minister, so our Council of State member, Honorable Members of Parliament, the clergy and religious bodies, heads and reps of various government agencies. We have reps of NGOs, CSOs, and local communities, our dear students, teachers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. On behalf of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, John Dramani Mahama to the launch of the Tree for Life Reforestation Initiative, a day that is also set aside for the celebration of the International Day of the Forest, observed globally. Your Excellency, I'm aware that you had to cancel a very important assignment to join us today. And this is a testament to your unwavering commitment to promoting the sustainability of our forests. Let me take this opportunity to convey my ministry's appreciation to you for your leadership and dedication for environmental sustainability. I also extend a warm welcome to the Assistant Director General and FAO Rep for Africa for honoring our invitation to join us in the Ashanti region on this special occasion. So we really appreciate you. Your insightful account has enriched our understanding of the critical role forests play in our lives. The International Day of the Forest is a day globally observed to raise awareness about the importance of all types of forests and trees for current and future generations. We are also gathered today to launch the Tree for Life Reforestation Initiative, a very important manifesto commitment of His Excellency President Mahama. Indeed, forests are vital sources of food, medicine, and non-timber forest products that support livelihoods. Beyond these, forests provide formal and informal employment, sustain rich biodiversity for ecotourism, generate foreign exchange through timber exports, and regulate our climate. Threaten the very foundation. Unfortunately, our forests have been dwindling at an alarming rate, threatening the very foundation of our ecosystem. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, the Tree for Life Reforestation Initiative couldn't have been launched at a better time. It is being launched at a time when there's an urgent need to address ecological challenges such as illegal mining, deforestation, and climate change. This initiative envisions transforming heavily degraded areas into functional, vibrant ecosystems that support biodiversity and human livelihoods. This initiative is aimed at, one, raising environmental awareness about the importance of tree planting and conservation, two, enhancing biodiversity through ecosystem restoration, three, combating climate change and mitigating its adverse impacts, four, restoring polluted water bodies to their natural state through the Blue Water Initiative, and promoting sustainable livelihoods by creating green jobs in agroforestry, ecotourism, fish farming, and apiculture. Five, enhancing urban greening by planting trees in cities. And six, instilling our children and youth the value of tree planting, nurturing, environmental stewardship. To achieve these objectives, the initiative is structured around two key components. The first is education, awareness creation, and sensitization campaign. And the plan is that we embark on a massive education through community debates, radio and television programs, school events, and partnership with traditional leaders, faith-based organizations, and all relevant stakeholders. And we have already started this effort. For example, just yesterday, as part of the International Day of the Forest, the Forestry Commission organized a quiz competition for a cluster of schools in Achimota, Accra, to create awareness among school children. I, as a minister, made a statement on the floor of Parliament to draw attention to the need for all Ghanaians to adopt a culture of tree planting. The second component is the undertaking of reforestation and afforestation in degraded landscapes. The specific annual field activities to be undertaken will include the distribution of 5 million tree seedlings of various species to be incorporated into farmlands. Two, distribution of another 2 million seedlings, including fruit trees, ornamental trees, amenity and multipurpose trees to be planted in urban areas. Three, the engagement of 1,000 casual workers from forest fringe communities to undertake enrichment planting of 4,000 hectares within degraded understocked forest reserves. Five, engagement of additional 2,000 Ghanaian youth under the Youth Forest Championship Initiative model, who will establish 2,000 hectares of forest plantations annually, and also undertake forest protection and related assignments across our country. It will also involve the promotion of one child, one tree, and one student, one tree initiative to instill a sense of responsibility in our younger generation. Additionally, we intend to create sustainable jobs in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture through alternative livelihood interventions in fish farming, pig farming, agriculture and agroforestry schemes, improving rural livelihoods and food security. Your Excellency, under this initiative, we intend to restore 500 hectares of mine house sites within forest reserve annually. We intend to establish and maintain 10,000 hectares of forest plantation through the modified Tunja system, where farmers cultivate food crops alongside timber tree species. And we also will partner with private sector to establish and maintain 7,500 hectares of forest plantations annually. Collectively, these interventions will achieve an annual forest landscape restoration target of 20,000 hectares, culminating in the planting of over 80,000 hectares within 4 years. This will be a remarkable achievement in our landscape restoration efforts. Your Excellency, in support of the recently launched Blue Water Initiative, we also plant trees along water bodies to prevent erosion and siltation, restore coastal areas and watersheds, and reclaim degraded mine areas, as I stated earlier. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, during the rainy season, the first week of June this year, His Excellency the President will lead the nation in a nationwide tree planting exercise. This exercise will continue throughout June and into mid-July, designated as Make Ghana Green Month. The Forestry Commission and collaborating agencies will provide seedlings to all Ghanaians who wish to participate in this tree planting exercise. The success of this initiative hinges on the collective efforts of every Ghanaian. I also invite our development partners to support this government initiative. Let us all rise to the challenge, plant trees, nurture them, and ensure that Ghana becomes a beacon of environmental resilience. Together, we will make Ghana green, vibrant, and sustainable for future generations. Nianom, nananom, niameka nyina ni se, yankwa ye hia, sa ye nyina se ne yaka no, ya mo yankwa ye ban ye nnua na ye nnua yi esa na che se ye nyina ya hwe yankwa no no. Nnua na mankwa, nnua na be me ye duane, nnua na eboa ema ye yampomuden enso koso. Inti na ehia se ne ye nyina ye hyemu ayen president aba se ye di tu dwa se ye bebo mode ye tutu anamo a ye tutu a ye nyina ye betumi adua nnua ye mofra nyina be dua nnua omo hyase ne nnua dua be ye adea eye esuban a ye de a kire omo se ne be ya se ne obade boy a ye ba asase ne ye beto ye no ye nso agyae ama nia ebeba betua so ne dua se nyina ye de ye muhyem. The ministry working with Forestry Commission, ebeboa emma seedlings ania yedi bema obi a opeso odua ania no na sajumedi a yebe ye no akoso mo ye nyina ye nsom na ye ma ye man ye kwaye engina na sene ye topic na aka no edua ye nkwa medamase nyame nhira ye man Ghana medamase
ya ye nana and carrier hene
of state, assembly members, some, Nanano, and the clergy, some, demand, ladies and gentlemen, some, and they are, Achua, yourself, by some, on a penny, 29, in pesos, and so.
It's okay.
Joniba Ababoye the Obai and you so you're quiet. So you're quiet here. And he said, you can't say baby found Muni. Yes, I be Elco's war. So Sabi Sweni Yeda Oma Pinyasi. So by FC Obano in election pledge come so somebody see you 2029 aba hasi enye bi kuta ho basa cheye so ye kwaye fiti na mu abo kwaya so na say ye koso afa legal body kana say ye na ye person so sebe awe so ya be nyako sabai ni say what why asida na yi de beda so you want to say sad tree for life here reforestation so be so there be the say is so it's a shit share be tia wo a Saturday, Akosu. So, and no, and I said, Yamipa. So, say, and I say, Akosu, and I said, say, so, when she, baby, say, Yanamu, Uma, Uncle, and I said, when you be so, Heba, Uma, say, Sabi, boy, Yakum, ba na quiet, so they won a moon, Yama, and I, yes, I do it. So, like a quiet queen. Ah, Sabi, Ushe, quiet, the woman, the activity, let's see, not to say. So, now, yes, I have because when they say, climate change, climate change. I'm sure, Sabi, God, I remember saying, rainy season, so dry season. Now, share time, Sabi, so you say, your premier is your to so see, assessor. So, Tama, Sabi, a pet time, but it is your to so. Tama, Sabi, said, is your time. So, you might be assessor. And the answer, fire, Sabi. So, actually, say, we share one way. So, now, if we are see, we are my more. I can say, it's a buying and show what you are. The answer, so, it's a bar, and some mine, again. Sabi, I so, so, share a car, whatever way, yes, Sabi, why you want to share your so, see, you are, yeah, first, you say, and between it, Biaba, Sabi, yeah, you follow, and I never to him. So, it's you know, why, that's how the one I yes, we need to buy a say, pick up or many of them somewhere, that's a bit, or many people, my entry, don't share well, whatever way. Ah, it's now a share, you so, yes, I told you, Galaxy, a wine for share to Sabi, mirror resource for the last summer. Yes, actually, yeah. So, I'm share to now my force on she says to me, that will find out who is actually here. I won't say fire. So, say fire anyone. You know, so, yeah, you got a fire. It's you know, with a fancy. So, my opinions, so, Papa say, why na quiet so yes I can say yes school for one school educate go na church why for that year, you know, so up over me. So, it's you know, I said, and I remember the people of my head, so,
Nanano, everyone gathered here. Good morning. Indeed, trees are for life. Who doesn't agree more? Well, this poem is about our planet. This poem is about our home, our habitat. It is about our continuous existence. This poem is not about our distraction and termination. This poem is about the floods, the hurricanes, the tornadoes, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes and tsunamis being experienced day in and day out. This poem is about the extreme climate phenomenon being experienced in rapid successions around the globe, such as land degradation, droughts, and typhoons. This poem, this story, this discourse is asking us a question: that can we survive this accelerated climate change? This poem is about how we produce food, the way we provide electricity, and the way we are destroying our environment. This poem is to scale up efforts for climate change mitigation, for we were bequeathed with a beautiful world from the beginning. And it was a great sight to behold. Yes, a great sight replete with brooks, greeneries, and great mountains. These were foretold from antiquity. These were bequeathed unto us by Tikofuamwa, by Ojemujampantrud. The foliage, flora, and fauna. Breathtaking nature meant for our existence, not for our termination. The trees are now murmuring. The forest is shedding tears. What might be the problem? Well, let me tell you all. The problem emanates from the gluttonous nature of the caretaker, humankind. We are humankind, but we are not kind to our planet. The one who was asked to take dominion is chewing his own thumb. Na impeyfo na wakade se itwa wonta Maria na enri nam biara. To wit, when you chew your own tongue as a meat, then you haven't eaten any meat, my brother or sister. For the caretaker is meting out injustice and pain to wipe out the forest with rage. As if the caretaker will fade away today, forgetting about generations yet unborn tomorrow. Mangroves are being filled with sand and concrete to pave way for rehabilitation of human beings. My brothers and sisters, when will we learn the truth from within that trees will set us free? When will we learn the truth from within that trees serve as carbon sink? When will we learn the truth from within that trees absorb as much as 48 pounds of carbon dioxide per a year? When will we learn the truth from within that trees absorb odors, pollutants, and harmful gases such as ammonia, nitrogen, oxide, and sulfur dioxide? When will we learn the truth from within that trees are for life? For our oceans are crying. Our oceans are roaring with rage. What is wrong with her that is making her so melancholic? She is crying for her belly is being poisoned with plastics. Her babies, fishes, beautiful pearls, and coral reefs are all vying for their extinction through no fault of theirs. My people, let let us not be spectators. Let us join hands. Let us come together and support our president's mission of making the world a greener place. For indeed, trees are for life. Thank you.
Onegana mai ebedi kasubom diedru ne soa oni yen eba be chana ludisem no ewisiafo kunu enyankeja onu wode na no ka oye die ne maye tosumienu aye ni daso aye rechiche edi amagana mai die oka enai oka se e levy obechem ene ekọ betting tax ene ekọ Sister Ministers, what they are, Juma, John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, Yafos and Boteteya, Anitiamu, Embasha, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
It's a great honor and a privilege for me to stand before you here today to commemorate the International Day of Forests and launch a transformational national initiative which we have titled the Tree for Life Reforestation Initiative. This initiative is more than a program, it is a national call to action. It is a commitment to the future of our forests, our environment, and for generations yet to come. Every year on March 21st, the world pauses to reflect on the critical role forests play in survival of mankind. And this year's theme, Forest and Food, reminds us that forests are not just landscapes of trees, but vital sources of sustenance, economic prosperity, and environmental stability. They provide us with food, medicine, clean air, water, and many others. And yet, for many decades, we have taken trees for granted. Upon assuming office, I received a briefing from the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. I was alarmed by the scale of devastation facing our forests and our water bodies. The statistics are staggering. Between 1990 and 2020, the world lost 420 million hectares of forest. This, to put it in context, is an area 17 times the land size of Ghana. So if you imagine the land size of Ghana 17 times in 10 years between 1990 and 2020, no, between 1990 and 2020, the world lost that size of forest. Here in Ghana, this crisis is even more urgent. Ghana is reported to have lost 60% of our forest cover since between 1950 to date. We've lost 60% of our forest cover. According to the briefing, 44 out of Ghana's 288 forest reserves have been invaded by illegal miners. Even more concerning, 9 of these reserves were classified as no-go zones, where armed guards prevented forest officers from performing their duties. This means that for 9 of these forests, there were armed gangs in there that were ready to shoot at anybody who went into those forests. Illegal mining, commonly known as galamsey, has become a national crisis. It's not just an environmental issue, it actually threatens our economy, our health, and our way of life. Farmers are losing their farmlands, our rivers are turning brown and toxic with pollution, and entire communities are being affected. One of the most alarming reports is the report from the Water Resources Commission that indicates that the turbidity level in the southwestern water basin is between 5,000 and 12,000 NTUs. This is a measure for what they call turbidity. If you take water, it's supposed to flow like a liquid. And the turbidity level of any water should be less than 5,000. But if it's at 12,000, then it means you're pouring something like mud. That is that measurement. And so many of our rivers have become so turbid, they are no longer like water below 5,000 NTUs. And the permissible level of water turbidity is 500 NTU. And so if you go and find the river with 12,000 NTU, then it means it's no longer water. It is something else. If we do not act, the consequences will be catastrophic. But today we're not here to mourn what we have lost. We're here to chart a new course and boldly commit to restoring our environment to its original state. I'm proud to launch the Tree for Life Reforestation Initiative, an initiative and a key pillar of my administration's 120-day social contract with the people of Ghana. This initiative is designed to restore degraded lands and forest reserves. It's designed to conserve our remaining natural forests. It's designed to promote sustainable livelihoods through reforestation and also to enhance climate resilience and mitigate climate change. Unlike previous tree planting campaigns focused solely on numbers, Tree for Life is about sustainability. It's not just about calling people out to plant trees, but it's about ensuring that the trees grow, they thrive, and provide long-term benefits for our communities. This initiative will prioritize rehabilitating lands that have been destroyed by illegal mining. We'll work with traditional leaders, local communities, and youth groups to restore these lands into productive green spaces that support agriculture, ecotourism, and sustainable timber production. Distinguished guests, no single institution or government can achieve this vision alone. The Tree for Life initiative's success depends on all Ghanaians' collective efforts. Number one, traditional authorities. As custodians of the land, I urge you to actively support this initiative by offering degraded lands for reforestation and ensuring that the communities uphold sustainable environmental practices. Number two, the private sector. I call on businesses and the corporate world, especially in agriculture, forestry, and mining, to adopt responsible environmental policies and support afforestation projects as part of their corporate social responsibility. Number three, our youth and students, and I see many of them here. My children, I'm addressing you now. You are Ghana's future environmental leaders, and I encourage you to actively participate in tree planting exercises, join your environmental clubs, and make advocacy for sustainable development of forests. All schools, basic, secondary, and tertiary, will be supported to plant trees around their schools and on their campuses. And as the minister said, each of you is going to plant your own tree. And so if there are 1 million plus of you, it means that every year we'll have 1 million plus trees. Are you up to the challenge? Are you up to the challenge? Okay, I'll come and inspect your trees next year. Civil society organizations and NGOs, your work in raising awareness and mobilizing communities is invaluable. We count on you to partner with government agencies to make this initiative a success. Communities and societies, we will support communities and societies to plant woodlots in order to improve the environment in these areas. The Tree for Life initiative will also create thousands of jobs in forestry management, nursery development, and sustainable agriculture. This is not just about protecting nature, it is also about economic empowerment. The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources is currently, and the Forest Services are currently in discussion with a Norwegian partner to undertake major investments in commercial forests, including bamboo growing and also restoration of indigenous species in our degraded forest reserves. Ladies and gentlemen, our commitment to afforestation must be accompanied by strict environmental law enforcement. And this is why under my administration, we will sustain the fight against illegal mining or galamsey. I've directed that no government appointee at any level should engage in any form of legal or illegal mining. If you want to be a miner, leave government and go and be a miner. You can't be in government and be a miner at the same time. And I wish to reiterate that any government appointee found violating this directive will face swift and severe sanctions, including possible removal from office. Furthermore, I've instructed regulatory and security agencies to intensify their operations against illegal mining. In just the past 3 weeks, we've made significant progress. 7 of the 9 no-go zones that I talked about have been reclaimed. We are on course to reclaim the remaining 2 of the no-go zones. 55 excavators, 3 bulldozers, 3 pickups, 4 pump action rifles, and 11 motorbikes have been seized from galamsey operators. 71 individuals who were caught engaging in illegal mining within forest reserves have been arrested. And just yesterday, my Minister for Environment, Science and Technology successfully laid LI 2462 before Parliament. Once this LI matures in 21 days, the President, that is myself, and any other president following me, will no longer have the power to authorize mining in forest reserves. This is a historic step towards permanent environmental protection. Alongside the fight against illegal mining, we shall begin the difficult work of reclaiming degraded lands. A pilot project by a private group has successfully restored 16 hectares of land. The intention is to scale this up to 500 acres reclaimed lands a year. And we aim in the short term to be able to reclaim at least 10,000 hectares of land. The Tree for Life initiative aligns with our national and international commitments. It complements the Blue Water Initiative, which was launched to rehabilitate and revitalize polluted water bodies. By June 30th, 2025, Ghana will export its first batch of LEGT licensed timber to the European Union. And the FLEGT means Forest Law Enforcement, Governance and Trade. This will make Ghana the first African country and only the second in the world after Indonesia to achieve this. It's a testament to our commitment to sustainable forest management. The FLEGT Action Plan allows only FLEGT licensed timber to be imported into the European Union. This is an EU initiative aimed at combating illegal logging and promoting sustainable forest management. Ghana remains committed to the Paris Agreement and the Sustainable Development Goals. As we approach the 2030 deadline, we must accelerate our efforts to meet our climate and biodiversity targets. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tree for Life Reforestation Initiative is not just about trees. It is about hope, it is about resilience, it is about a sustainable future. It is about securing clean air and water for our children and ensuring that Ghana remains green. And let us plant trees, let us protect our environment, and let us hold each other accountable. Let us work together to make Ghana a sustainable development and environmental conservation leader. On that note, Nanano, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to officially declare that the Tree for Life Reforestation Initiative has been duly launched.
Yes, it's what we are not seeing it. Gentlemen, let's go back. Come here. All those here should move. Give us space. Please clear everybody from there. Everybody from this side. Please go back. Move. Move back. Move back. Move. Officer, please, I need everybody around. Go together, come here, sir. Here, nobody. Push them in. Push them in. Let them go back. Let the media guys come back. Okay, nobody should come.
If I tell mommy, mama, home, mamma, you, Miss Ram, one, home, mamma, yes, no, mamma, Miss Ram, just a policeman, home, mamma,
Where's the water?
Where's the water? Papa, ada. Jangan ni maka. Mana orang tahu ni apa? Nama. Jangan sama dia. Move. I don't want to go. Papa, you're crying, you're crying. Yeah, I'm going to school there and come home.